Welcome back to today's class. Today is all about the glutes and our inner thighs. We're going to create some real burn to sculpt and tone, and then stretching it out in the best way possible to really create lots of length and flexibility in our hips and inner thighs, working towards our middle splits. And we are going to get started. Again, there's nothing you need apart from a surface. And then we're going to get started lying on our back in our butterfly pose with the soles of the feet together, knees opening wide. From there, resting one hand onto your belly, one hand onto your heart, closing your eyes. Tuning in with your breath. Inhaling in through your nose and exhaling out. Arriving in your body and acknowledging the fact that you keep showing up for yourself, connecting with that version of yourself you want to become. And then starting to blink your eyes open. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs, closing your knees like a book, hugging them into your chest. And let's dive right into it. Placing your feet flat, hip distance apart, touching your heels with your fingertips. And then starting by finding an imprint with the lower spine, so pressing the lower spine down into the mat. And from there, we're going to start to press into the heels, floating the hips all the way up, coming into our first glute bridge. And let's inhale, lowering it back, almost touching the mat. And exhale, lift your hips back up for 10. Inhaling, lower. And exhaling, lift. 9, really squeeze at the top. 8. 7, trying to keep your ribs tucked in. So take a quick look. We're not doing this where we stick out the ribs. We keep them tucked, hip bones up. We have 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Keeping your hips lifted, little pulse. Higher and higher for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hips up. Bring your feet as wide as the mat. So walk them out, your toes can point slightly outward, and feel how you can now tuck your hips even more. And we lower, inhaling, exhale, lift for 10. 9, keep it going here. 8, feeling your glutes working. 7, really good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we hold. Just hold it here. Tuck your hips. Really send your pubic bone up. And start to really feel that burn. Focus fully on that. Strengthening the glutes. Not only do they create a really nice shape, right? Toning and sculpting our body, but also they support every other aspect of our practice, especially in regards to flexibility, because they create so much flexibility and safety for our body, protecting the hamstrings especially. Something I learned from Amina, the queen of glutes. And we're going to really take advantage of that. So really strengthening them, making them an integral part of our practice. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering your hips down, hugging your knees into your chest. Just a quick break. Don't get too excited. We're gonna continue. We'll do one more thing with our glute bridges. Bring your feet to touch, placing them down, palms by your side. And from there, we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, press into your right heel, lifting your hips up. And from there, we're going to tap the toes down and lift for 10, 9, keep your hips lifted, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the knee up. We lower the hips and lift. Final 10 here. 9, 8, pressing into your right heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing your left foot down next to the right. And then picking the right knee up. Keep your hips up, and we tap the right toes and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it up. We lower and lift for 10, 9, press into your left heel, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the right foot down. Bring your feet hip distance apart, hips up, and we'll do our final hold here for 20, 19, squeeze, 18, 17, 16. Knowing that the work you put in here is really gonna pay off so much. So let's stay for 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower it down. Hug your knees into your chest. And from there, we're going to roll onto our left side or the right side, however you want. If you want to be mirrored by me, come onto your right side. And then propping yourself up onto the left forearm, trying to stay lifted with your upper body here so that we're not collapsing, but we keep that lift. You can use your right fingertips as support, shins stacked on top of each other, hips on top of each other, and then we float the right leg and lower for 10, 9, keeping the shin parallel, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, keep it lifted, extend and bend. 9, 8, 7, 6, bring the leg long. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep the lift. 1, and we do 10 more of these lowers and lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, my leg is shaking, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it lifted, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right knee to your left, flex your foot, and we press the heel back for 10, 9, 8, 7, and really as if you want to push something away. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the knee down. From there, lowering onto your arm and extending both legs down the mat. Again, using the right arm as a support, and we're going to lift the right leg and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, pointing all the way down into your toes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bringing it up and making small circles with the toes in one direction first. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing the direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From there, use your palm here as support to stay really stable in the upper body. We're going to float the leg forward and bringing it back. 10, keeping it lifted. 9, 8, finding that surface that we're sliding on here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back through center. Final 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing the right shin or the left, whichever side you're doing, bringing the top leg in front, extend the bottom leg, and from there, pointing your toes, we're going to float the leg up and lower. Lifting and lowering. Really try to squeeze it even higher. 8, 7, 6, 5, starting to work into our inner thigh muscle here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up one more time. Little pulses higher and higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted at the highest point and make some circles here in one direction. Just tiny circles, trying to bring your leg even higher. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing the direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And from there, making our way through center over to the other side. So switching sides, coming onto your forearm, bringing your shins stacked on top of each other again, making sure we have that lift of the upper body so that we really make our glutes work here, especially the outer glute, the gluteus medius. And then from there, we're starting to float the top leg and lower, lifting and lowering. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're going to extend the leg and bring it in. Extend and bring it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay lifted with your upper body. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it back. 10 more lowers and lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And from there, connecting the knees together, flex your foot, and we press the heel back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lowering it down, making our way all the way down onto our forearm. And then from there, bringing your legs long, point your toes, and we're going to float the top leg and lower. Bring it up and lowering it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bringing it up one more time. Little circles, making circles with your toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with me. We're going to slide the leg forward and bring it back. 10. It's burning. 9, 8, 7, 6. We can do it. Keep your leg lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back through center. Final pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Especially if you come back to this workout in the future, I strongly recommend getting ankle weights to elevate this workout even more and to keep working on your strength here. Keep making it challenging for yourself. The top leg is bent, the bottom leg is fully straight, and we start to float the leg up and lower. So lifting it up as much as you can and lowering it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze it up. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping it lifted, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making small circles with the toes here in one direction. Small circles, lifting it higher and higher though. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Let's make our way onto all fours, coming into our tabletop for a little bit of a flow here. So what we're gonna do is we'll extend the right leg back. Inhale, exhale, bending your elbows. Lift yourself back up and then bring your right leg all the way out to the right, placing your foot down. Inhale, reaching your arms up, bringing the right hand onto your leg for a side stretch over to the right. Inhaling back through center, placing the palms down, and now here, lift your leg up as much as you can, and then returning it back to center and lower the knee down. Other side, left leg long, we bend the elbows. Lifting back up, bringing the leg all the way out to the left, placing it down. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Left hand slides down the leg for a side bend. Inhale, lift, placing the palms down, and then try your best here to lift that leg up, returning it back to center and lower it down. Let's move breath to movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, press up. Exhale, we bring the leg all the way over. Inhale, reach up. Exhale for our side bend. Inhaling through center. Exhale, place it down. Lift the leg up, returning it back. Lower your knee. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, we bend the elbows. Press it up. Place your leg all the way out to the side. Inhale, reaching. Exhaling, side stretch. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, bring the palms down. Lift the leg up through center. Lower it down. One more time each side. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Bring the leg over. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhaling, side bend. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right leg and returning it back to center. Last time on the left side, extend, bend, lifting up, bring your leg out to the side. Reach, side stretch, back through center. Palms down, lift your leg and returning it back. Lower your knee down. I'm just gonna face towards you now, because now we're going to, one more time, lift the right leg, bring it all the way out to the right. And from there, we're gonna come into our frog pose. So a half frog actually. So start to slide the leg away from you, keeping it in one line with your knee, and coming into this half frog pose. Maybe finding just a gentle movement here, forward and back, feeling it out. If you like, maybe lowering onto your forearms for a moment. Just taking a few deep breaths here, inhaling, exhaling. And slowly lifting it back up. lift your leg, returning it back to center, and let's come right to the other side. So extending the left leg and then bringing it all the way out to the side, sliding the foot away from you to come into your half frog on the other side, either staying on your palms here, rocking forward and back, or lowering down onto your forearms, whichever is accessible for you, and just holding it here for 3 breaths. Slowly sliding it back in, lifting it up, returning it back through center, and coming into our full frog pose. I'm going to show it to you from the side, but you want to see if you maybe need heading underneath your knees. So make sure you don't have any pain here in your knees. Bending your knees in a 90-degree angle, and then allowing the knees to slide away from each other. And starting off here on the palms, point your toes, and I want you to rock forward and send your hips back. And here in this side position, you can see that I'm arching my lower spine. So I want you to find that arch here, and then sending your hips back and forward. Noticing which one feels more challenging when you're leaning back or when you're bringing the hips forward. Or maybe both just feel really, really intense. For me, actually, I think both. If I'm back and forward and also in the center, everything feels really, really tense here. So we want to try our best to breathe into it. Let's hold it in a somewhat middle position. And then if you like, maybe lowering onto your forearms. Maybe you can bring your forehead down wherever you are. It doesn't matter. This is a journey. And the more often you work on it, the deeper you will eventually get, which is the beautiful thing about it, that it's totally in our power how much progress we make. I mean, okay, the here now with the frog and middle split, that's actually quite a specific exemption, because there the anatomy of your body plays a huge role. So the structure of your bones and your hips can really have a huge impact of how deep you can open up and how far you can go. So don't be discouraged if this one feels really, really difficult, and if it just feels like maybe you're also stuck, because that's then just anatomy, and we will just, work with that and just take it as a sign of the body, like this is how far we can go, and also practicing like acceptance, enjoying where we are now, and just keep working on ourselves. Keep breathing through your nose, inhaling, exhaling. If you want an extra challenge for the last 3 breaths, you can come back onto your palms and bring your palms further away from you, and then drag the mat towards you. So really arch your spine, lifting your chin and chest, holding it for 2. And the last one, inhale. And exhale, slowly release, bringing your heels together, moving nice and slow out of this posture. Slowly coming out, sitting your hips onto your heels, taking a moment. And then from there, we're going to go in towards our middle splits. And you have 2 options here. So either, especially if you're very new to this and everything feels very intense right now, maybe you want to start by coming into your straddle, bringing your feet wide. It doesn't have to be the widest, just at a place where you can start to work on sitting upright. It really helps to place a pillow or something underneath your hips to elevate them, to find even more length here. And from there, we can start to work on folding forward, keeping the legs really engaged. So keep working on bringing the inner thighs up as if there's an arrow, and it's pointing upwards. Flex your feet so that they're pointing up towards the ceiling, and try to find that long spine. If you're here, which is totally normal, like that's where I was when I started with my practice, we just want to work on creating length here. So just try your best to work forward and back If that is already possible, then you can work here on folding forward, maybe coming onto your forearms, maybe coming all the way down. I want to show you, if you have no problem here with folding forward, that we can work on our middle splits by starting in our standing forward fold and sliding the feet away from each other, pointing through your toes, and again, like we did in our frog pose, finding that arch in your lower spine, opening the chest and holding it here wherever you are, whichever version you chose. Let's close our eyes and breathe into this pose for 5 breaths. Inhaling, exhale, inhale deeply, exhaling fully. 3 more breaths. And last inhale, and with the exhale, slowly setting your hips down, bringing the legs together. Windshield wipering them from side to side. This can feel so intense, so give your body time here, moving nice and slow. And whenever you are ready, you can also always pause the video if you need more time, or also if you want to spend more time in some of these postures, go ahead and do that. And we're going to meet in our downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet here, bending your knees. Finishing it off with our pigeon pose. So with your next inhale, sweep the right leg up, and then bring the right knee all the way into your chest, lowering the right shin down, extending the left leg long behind you. And if your hip is really lifted from the ground here, then use a block or a pillow underneath your hip. Then make sure your left leg is really straight behind you. And if you want to increase the stretch, walk your right heel further away from you. Coming onto your fingertips, inhale. With the exhale, we take a fold over the chin, coming into our sleeping pigeon, bringing your forehead down and surrendering to this posture. And if this gives you any pain in your right knee, what I want you to find instead is our figure 4 stretch. So you'll remember that from day 1, where we have this setup of the ankle on top of the thigh. So this is your alternative in case you feel any sensitivities in your knee in the pigeon pose. We always want to take the best care we possibly can of our knee joints. They are the most sensitive joint in the body. So whenever there's anything going on, we want to be really careful and find an alternative so that we keep protecting them. And slowly coming out of the stretch, you can just roll onto your hip here and making our way back into downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg up, 3-legged dog, and then bringing the knee into your chest. Extending the right leg behind you, making sure it's long and straight. Maybe using something underneath your left hip if it's lifted, and maybe to increase the sensation, walking the left heel away from you. Again, if there's pain in your knee, find your figure 4 stretch, and then coming onto your fingertips, inhale, and with the exhale we take our fold over the shin, surrendering down and focusing on your breath. towards us, rolling onto your left hip. Going to vibrate the legs and enjoying the fact that we are done with today's class and that I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.